Hello, and welcome to a video in the series on teaching, learning, grounded in caring science, integrating aesthetic knowing in nursing education. This short video was created to provide an example of using art and aesthetics to disrupt the power dynamics in nursing education. This is evident when the teacher wields all the power in the learning environment, what we've come to know as the sage on the stage model. In contrast, we propose the model of the dance of caring persons as the guide for creating a shift towards shared power and responsibility for teaching and learning. So what is the dance of caring persons? The dance of caring persons is a model of relating originating from Anne Boykin and Savina Schonifer's theory of nursing as caring. The values and assumptions of the theory provide the foundation supporting a unique way of being with each other intended to transform the culture of organizations, including education. It has been used to guide the teaching learning process in the Christine E. Lynn College of Nursing at Florida Atlantic University, among other places. It is grounded in the assumption that all persons are caring and live caring uniquely. The nature of relating in the circle is grounded in respect for and valuing of each person as living, caring uniquely. This model dismantles the notion that teacher has power over students in the learning environment and instead suggests that both teacher and learners share responsibility. With the loss of this hierarchical power structure, students and teachers are engaged in mutual study, characterized by shared reflection and dialogue. Each member of the circle is valued and appreciated for the knowledge and expertise they bring to the teaching learning process. The teacher designs the learning environment to equalize power as much as possible and to invite creative emergence in the process of understanding, appropriating, and creating new knowledge. Together, faculty and students participate in the study of nursing. The community created is one that values each person and celebrates unique expressions of caring. In this video, we will feature two different scenarios. The first is a traditional approach to teaching students, a unit on care of the person with dementia. The second is an example using the dance of caring persons model. Obviously, both are severely truncated, but hopefully will show the contrast. So let's take a look at the first scenario.
Morning, students.
Good morning.
Today in our class, we're going to be talking about living with dementia, care of older adults. Dementia is defined as a condition that impairs a person's ability to think, reason, and remember. It's a problem when it interferes with daily life and it affects the person's real world. Question?
Yeah, so my grandmother lives with us and we've been noticing she's forgetting things, repeating things. How do you know for sure if someone has dementia?
Well, why don't we get to that a little bit later,
Okay.
And we'll just move on here with some of the causes for dementia. The primary cause of dementia is just aging, getting older. The symptoms of dementia are difficulties with memory, language, problem solving, and other thinking skills. Yes, question.
My great aunt has Alzheimer's and my grandmother says it's from drinking too much coffee. Is that true?
I've never heard of that, but you know, we have a lot to get through today, so why don't we just get to our nursing care of patients with dementia, okay?
Okay.
All right, so nursing care. It's important to improve cognitive function. We want to promote safety and prevent injury, manage confusion, and reduce their... Yes, question.
Last week I had a patient assigned to me in clinical who had dementia. I was afraid of taking care of him. What if he got confused and aggressive? I didn't know how to talk to him if I can't really understand anything he's saying.
Well, there's nothing to be afraid of. It's just a patient. I mean, you're a nurse. You're supposed to be learning this.
Okay.
Now, let's get back onto our nursing care. And really, once you all have seen this and you've read your textbook, if you still have questions, come to my office hours and we can talk about it. I will set you straight, okay? Okay, so we're now going to talk about nursing care. We want to promote their independence as much as we can.
Here is the second scenario, one that is guided by a caring, science-based model of teaching. You'll notice that it reflects the dance of caring persons and aesthetic knowing that invites a deeper understanding of the nurse and patient living caring. The scenario is based on an assumption that the students in class have had some foundational information on the theory of nursing as caring.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's good to see you all sitting here, smiling, coming in, getting settled. Let's take a moment to kind of set our intentions and get ready for this class. Make sure your phones are put away, silenced. Let's take a couple deep breaths. Today, we're going to begin our study of patients with dementia by talking through a poem that was written by a nursing student named Jamie Castaneda. He had taken care of a patient with dementia and wrote this poem about it. I passed the poem out to you all, and some of you have agreed to read. Thank you for that. We're going to take turns reading the poem around the circle. And the first part of the poem is in the voice of the patient. So as you read your poem, imagine that you are this person, that you are the patient. And then when it's time to read the nurse, imagine that you are the nurse, okay? Good.
See me, I am still here, holding on to reality as tight as I can. Reality to me is like water in my hands. I see it seeping through my fingers.
Talk to me directly and not over me. I'll tell you all about myself as soon as I can remember. Who I am. I can take care of myself, but those people that appear in my living room upset me, they won't go away when I tell them.
I am sorry. I keep making a fool of myself. My mind is betraying me. Sometimes I don't even remember those I love the most. I am leaving. I, who once fully occupied this body, am slowly abandoning it like a house where nobody lives.
Or perhaps hiding deep within it, away from its physical existence, deep into the darkest corners of myself, reaching out for every bit of light that might connect me with the moment, with the now.
What can I do? Who or what should I hold on to? I am scared. Who am I becoming? Where am I going? I am scared. It is all happening right in front of my eyes, and there is nothing I can do.
And now, listen to the voice of the nurse in this situation. And as you're reading, imagine that you are the nurse taking care of this man.
I'm looking at you and saying to you, I see the desperation in your eyes and the helplessness reflected on your flat facial expression. I see a human being fighting for his place, a moment in time, to whom, given the ability of expressing himself, is being denied.
I see a lost soul, like a ship being abandoned, to be left afloat in the middle of the ocean, wandering through eternity, for you will not know whether you are dead or alive. I see a man fighting a losing battle, betrayed by his very own body.
I see all that you are and more. However, I want you to know, my friend, that you are not alone in this battle. I'll be that ray of light, and I'll guide your way. I'll be the bridge connecting you with the moment and the now. I won't let them upset you, and I'll support your independence with my guidance.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Let's reflect on the words that we heard of the person and the nurse in this situation. How does the nurse come to know the person experiencing memory loss in this poem?
Rather than responding to the person as an object with a focus on dementia, the nurse hears the person expressing courage and hope that he will be known as a person. The nurse responds to his call for connectedness.
Yes, as we come to understand how we and others express caring through Meyerhoff's ingredients of patience, hope, trust, courage, alternating rhythms, knowing, honesty, knowing the patient is enhanced.
The nurse became the bridge to nurture and support what mattered to the person. The nurse touched him, took his hand, affirmed he heard him, and offered himself. The nurse provided a safe and welcoming environment, both physically and emotionally.
Yes, the nurse must demonstrate understanding of the disease, but beyond that, the nurse has to see the person as someone seeking respect and dignity and connection and living out their life situation. How does listening to this poem deepen your understanding of caring?
For me, the poem shows how caring is lived uniquely. The patient was fearful and lived hope, trust, and courage that he would be heard. The nurse lived caring through being authentically present, listening, and supporting the person's call for independence and respect.
How have you come to know persons with dementia and nurses caring for them differently through this poem?
I learned the importance of courage, intention, and authentic presence in coming to know the other. I also learned that to truly nurse, you must enter the world of the person cared for.
That is so true. That aesthetic representation beautifully reflected the art and the creativity in caring.
In this video, you were able to compare and contrast two models of teaching the same content to nursing students. In the first scenario, the teacher is the expert with the power. She's teaching by reading her PowerPoint slides to the students, holding student questions to the end of class, and not picking up on cues that could lead to rich dialogue and learning. In the second scenario, the faculty is guided by the dance of caring persons. The environment is conducive to learning and growing together in studying caring. Everyone is in a circle. The faculty member opens class with a poem and invites reflection and dialogue for a deep understanding of caring lived between the person and nurse.